Okay, good afternoon. This is my 2006 Audi A4 Avant Quattro 2.0 T FSI 6-speed manual. Kind of a mouthful. Overall, in pretty dang good shape. Not perfect, definitely has some flaws, and I'll see what I can remember to show. Tires are in pretty good shape, even though they are a little bit older than Yokohama's Advanced Sport AES. Plenty of tread. Well, it's kind of hard to see there, but there's good tread. They are, I think they're 2016, 2017, something like that. But this car's indoors half the year, so really I think they can go a couple of years more without any problems, honestly. I do have a 15, I think it's a 15 mil spacer in here, just to make this wheel a little more flush. And I do have the original 17-inch wheels. I think when I got the car, one of those was bent, so I quickly replaced that. Replaced those wheels with these 18s. I think they're from S-Line or S4. I can't remember. But I do like them. And of course I'll include those 17-inch wheels with the purchase. Let's do a quick walk around. I recorded this video earlier, but there was so much traffic basically where I was at. Couldn't really hear me. Here's a windshield. This does have a little dimple here. It hasn't ever spread. And I decided not to change it out anyway, because this is an Audi original glass, and those are usually better quality than the stuff you'll find for aftermarket. Just do a quick walk around here. You can get close to this and you'll see some definite rock chips on the paint. A paint shop did refill those for me. And I mean, the bumper could be repainted, of course, but I think at the time I was driving the car still and I just knew I'd get more rock chips, so, and didn't want to deal with the whole clear bra stuff. This has, speaking of that though, this does have PPF for the paint protective film or headlight protective film, whatever you want to call that, over these headlights, so they're in pretty good shape. And the fog lights have that too. And speaking of that, these are replaced fog lights. I think it's a Depot brand, which I've actually never had any problems with. Headlights are by Xenon, and they are adaptive, so they do move pivot with the steering wheel. There are some rock chips on the hood. Of course, you can see a little bit here too, but nothing crazy. The wipers have been, wiper arms been repainted, and let's see. Oh, the bumper was repainted recently because there was a scratch right here. It was not a dent, it was just a scratch. And in the process, the paint shop put another scratch over here. So they painted that, and they didn't do a perfect job blending the clear coat down. The color looks good, but the clear coat might need a little more polishing. I haven't had a chance to have them do that yet, and I'm not sure I want to, because they obviously didn't do a very good job the first time. Let's take a look inside real quick. Well, let me just show you all the doors open and everything first. There's some ceramic tint on here. It's been holding up really well. I think it's been on there for at least 6 years or something. I can look at the date. There's the door sills. There's the cargo area. I've got the cargo mat here. I bought that after I bought the car. And you've got the regular floor there. And you've got the cover for the spare tire. And then you've got the actual spare tire. That's the original size and design too. And you got the jack and the tools. Got a 12-volt outlet back here. This is sagging a little bit, but doesn't really bother me because I never used it. This is the cargo cover you can slide back to here and protect your stuff from prying eyes. There's a net that comes up here also. Oh, sorry, gotta get the camera in the right spot, and that goes to the roof, to the ceiling. Speaking of that, you can see the headliner has sagged in the back here, and I worked on getting a match for the color and for the pattern, but I haven't had any success. I keep on getting samples from different companies, and it's just such a small pattern here. You can't really see it, and the color is just hard to match. So I probably won't get that done before I sell it, just because of the weather changing. Okay, keeping on going around. Rear seat's in really good shape. Probably has only been used a few times, honestly. Got my UVS 100 sunshade. I really love that. It doesn't fit. It's probably, I don't know, half an inch shorter than I want it to be, but it's really works really well. Got the Audi original floor mats. Well, I shouldn't say original, but they are an Audi part. I love those floor mats. Interior's pretty good. I think I did have the spring. There's like a little tension thing on these that go bad on the glove box. I fixed that, so it works still as original. I've got the ceramic tint paperwork in there, and then there's a CD changer, and then you've got this wood and black, which I really love. It's pretty uncommon from what I've seen. There's wood in tan and maybe wood in gray, which I really don't like, but this contrast I just love. And of course, you've got the wooden shift knob and the wooden trimmed steering wheel, which is really rare from what I've seen. You've got 2 cigarette lighter power sources, and let me get in the driver's inside the car. So we have our mirror control here, and this actually will fold in the mirrors if you turn it all the way around. Let me turn the key on. Do that again, in case you live in a tight spot. And that one folded in as well. And they're back. Okay. Got your headlight switch here. You've got the DRLs. You can turn on and off. And you've got the coming home light. Just turns the fog lights on when you come home when it's dark, which is really nice. You can push those in and get them out of the way. Headlight switch. So you got auto, park lights, headlights. Pull up once for the front fog lights. Pull up again for the rear fog. And I'll show that to you real quick once I'm outside again. I went for a drive earlier. I'll put that footage up. The stereo, sorry, the sun is causing weird light. Let me see if I can get out of there. There we go. You've got the little, let me turn that on. Automatic climate control works. Heated seats work. Yeah, now let's do that. It's got a navigation DVD in there all the time, and then it's got the SD card slots. I think the max these can do is like 2 gigs. And then you can put MP3s on there. I actually just took mine out of there. I really like having those songs in there. That music in there. It does have navigation. I think it's a little bit out of date. Because I have actually, I realized I did want to add something. So transmission shift's great. The transmission fluid was just changed. However, if it's cold, sometimes if I go to push it in first, have like a stop sign or a stoplight, sometimes it won't go immediately, so I just hurry and pop it into second and then back into first. I've never had a problem doing that. Let me show you underneath the car also. So this car does have the engine cover and the transmission cover. Some cars will not have one or both of those. Can't really see the suspension arms. Let me see if I can turn the wheel to show you the suspension arms that were replaced. Or the control arms, I mean. Those are new up here, and the axles are new, and that's on both sides. Sorry, it's a bad picture. See up here,